I'm all for empowering women not to be used by men, period.
Hi there, DGTV. We're here today with Sarah Symonds. Now, Sarah is an infidelity analyst and author. You might have recognized her from being on Oprah, Dr. Phil. I was going to say you've been around the block, but that's probably not the best way to describe it.
You just said it already. I've been around the block.
There you go. This is a book that Sarah wrote about 4 years ago, Having an Affair, a handbook for the other woman. Now, when you read that title right off the bat, it sounds like you're telling me how to go out and mess around with somebody's husband.
Actually, it's a handbook that wakes people up, wakes women up how, not to be the other woman. If you read it, it's full of wake-up messages. Why are you living this life? Why on earth would you want to be second best in somebody's life? However, I can't stop the world turning or rain falling. I can't stop women being mistresses. So really, it's a very sharp reality check. If you're going to be a mistress, at least don't get your heart broken. Use him as much as he's using you.
You have been quite a famous mistress. A couple of big names we can throw, ex-mistress, okay, a couple of big names we can throw around, Lord Archer, famous one, and Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, imagine if you knew the others. That's another
Want
show.
to tell us some of the others?
I could give you a clue.
Okay.
One of them was arrested recently in New Orleans for some public disturbance.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh, I did not say that.
Nicolas Cage, wow. Look at Jared, the cameraman's wondering how I could think of that so quickly. Well, let's
Have you had an affair with him as well?
No.
Okay, you're protesting too much.
Yes, I am. Is that it?
Yeah.
So Sarah, this is a strange thing to sit and talk to you about, I have to say, because, I mean, you're the person that most women fear, right? I mean, have you felt that over your time and also becoming a public person?
I think when women feel threatened, there's no need for it because they need to look at themselves and be the best women they can in their marriages or relationships, and don't let another woman threaten you. And when I first started on this journey and wrote this book, yes, I did get some hate mail from wives, but these days I actually work with a lot of wives. I set something up called Wife School, which is where I school up wives with tips, how to stop your husband cheating, how to find out if he is, what to do if you're the victim of cheating.
So Sarah's in town for a few days, and she's holding seminars, Mistresses Anonymous, they're called. And you're inviting women down. Now, the women that you're inviting down are the women are mistresses right now, or maybe if they're contemplating it. Who do you hope to be in the crowd?
Generally, the women I hear from are living life as the other woman. They're a mistress. I can help you get out of that life and move on to a more healthy life. And you deserve to be with a single man who you can have a future with.
And those women coming together at your seminars, do you see them connect with each other as well?
Big time, yeah. It's a real sisterhood of the mistresshood. Sisterhood of the mistresshood.
Oh, that's the mistresshood of the traveling pants. Now that exactly makes sense. Don't you think?
We keep our pants on at Mistresses Anonymous.
You do now.
Which is more than some married men do. What made me stop was I fell in love with a married man, and it was a different type of affair than I'd ever had because I was completely in love with him, wanted a life with him, and he was wanting the same, so he said. And I never met anyone like him, and still deep down probably will always be the love of my life. And he absolutely crucified me, what he did with me, and annihilated my heart really when it all ended. And I thought, I'm either going to do something stupid because I don't want to be around this world anymore, or I'm going to write a book to help other women not go through this.
Is there a certain type of man that's always going to have an affair?
Well, celebrities and high-profile people generally always will because they've got so many options, there's so many temptations around them.
Is it ego as well?
It's ego, yeah. That means, for example, Gordon Ramsay's got a huge ego. Men like that can never just have one of anything, not one car, not one job, not one house,
Not one divorce lawyer.
Right. And I do believe that it's in a man's DNA to cheat.
I've looked at all the stories online in the English newspapers when the Gordon Ramsay stuff broke. I'm sure you got a lot of people were mad at you, which takes two to
it does,
two
absolutely.
to shag, right?
Yeah.
And so what are your family and friends? What do those people say when this was all going down?
I think the real people in your life who know you don't mind, and those that mind, don't really matter because they're not your inner circle, and they know the real me. I'm a good daughter, I'm a dear sister to my brother, and I'm a really, giving person.
What's your dating life like? What's going on in
Interesting,
your love life?
Great question. Well, I've been clean for 2.5 years since the Gordon Ramsay affair. I go to my own 12-step Mistresses Anonymous program to keep me on that straight and narrow, and I'm not falling off the wagon again. But it is interesting getting out there in the single dating field. And can I tell you, some single guys have got more issues than even the married ones. You know what the married ones want up front, but the single guys, my God, there should be a manual for how to navigate their agendas. So I've had some interesting dates, it's interesting being the word. Right now, I'm enjoying finding myself, helping these women, being there for them, and it keeps me so busy. I'd love to meet Mr. Wonderful. If it never happens, I'm not going to settle because I've settled all my life for the wrong things and the wrong men. So if I do, great, and if I don't,